Taken prudent measures to reduce our personnel in Addis, our embassy remains fully engaged in these efforts and is providing support to American citizens. As we have for weeks, we continue to urge all American citizens in Ethiopia to leave the country using the best available options, and again, commercial aviation is working and is functioning normally. Regarding Somalia, the United States is grateful here as well to Kenya for a very strong security partnership and its contributions to AMISOM as we work together to defeat al-Shabaab and other terrorist organizations. It's vital that Somali leaders complete the national elections process as soon as possible and focus again on combating al-Shabaab and bringing greater stability to the region and to the country. And finally, on Sudan. Here again, we appreciate Kenya's stance against the military takeover and its role in the African Union's Peace and Security Council suspension of Sudan from AU activities. We support the Sudanese people, who have repeatedly made clear their aspirations for democracy, and we back their call to restore Sudan's democratic transition. We're continuing to work with the international community to urge the Sudanese military to release all those detained with the takeover. We're engaging intensely with representatives from all sides. I've been working the phones. Molly Fee, our new Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs, was in Khartoum earlier this week. Sudan had been on a path toward democracy and stability. Returning to that path is the best way for Sudan to attain peace and prosperity, become a leader on the continent, and to restore very strong support from the international community. Later today, I'll have a chance to meet with representatives from the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, which is instrumental for promoting peace and sustainable development, to discuss all three of these urgent governance and security challenges. Fourth, on the relationship between Kenya and the United States. Earlier today, the Cabinet Secretary and I, as she noted, completed the second strategic dialogue bringing our countries together. We're very much looking forward to hosting Kenya for our next dialogue in Washington next year. Together, we're deepening cooperation in the 5 areas that we set out when the dialogue was initiated: economic prosperity, defense cooperation, governance and civilian security, multilateral and regional issues, and public health cooperation. Here again, these reflect the strength of our partnership, its depth, which fundamentally is grounded in our shared democratic values. And we're constantly working as well to make our democracy stronger and more resilient. I started this morning with a roundtable conversation with members of Kenya's very dynamic civil society. In addition to being deeply impressed by the important work that they're doing on behalf of their country, we also discussed areas and issues of serious concern, including arbitrary arrests and detentions, extrajudicial killings of activists and journalists. We want to partner with the Kenyan government and with civil society to ensure that even while addressing legitimate security concerns, the rule of law and human rights are safeguarded. That's how to build public trust in public institutions. We also discussed next year's elections. As we look ahead to 2022, it's critical that all parties, the government, opposition parties, civil society, work together to ensure safe and stable elections that reflect the will of the Kenyan people. As we've seen again today, Kenya and the United States are firmly focused on building our shared future together. I'm grateful for the good work we've done here in Nairobi, and ultimately what we know it comes down to is making a difference in the lives of our people, of our citizens. That is our responsibility, and everything we're doing together has that very much in mind. And with that, thank you very much.